Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Well, friends, the last time you and I had this conversation, there was not really any snow on the ground at all. As a matter of fact, majority of us probably still had leaves in our backyard. And then yesterday happened, and last night happened, and 13.1 inches. Now, I'm not good at math, but that is over a foot of snow in less than several hours. And we are in a winter wonderland. The good news for me is that all the leaves that blew over from my neighbor's tree into my backyard are now covered. Nikki Fry with a great picture of the snow and a contrary beer. These are pictures that folks shared with us on the Hy-Vee Facebook page. That looked like a hot tub covered in snow. Man, that's just tough right there. That's got to be a hot tub. So 13.1 inches of snow. There was a chance that if that weather pattern shifted, we could have had like 3 to 6 inches, and then it just parked itself right over Muscatine and the surrounding communities, and we got hammered in snow. I was one of those people that decided to brave the element, and I did make it out during that. They advised everybody stay off the road, and around 4:15 I left my house. I got stuck in my own driveway in my wife's SUV. The irony of getting stuck in your own driveway. Now, keep in mind, I had not touched my driveway at that point. So I grabbed a shovel and kind of shoveled around the vehicle and was able to get out. I probably shouldn't have. So when they tell you, stay off the roads, unless you've got like a monster truck with 4-wheel drive, I shouldn't have done it. But, and I'm not the kind of person that I didn't do that for the thrill. Like I ran out to get food for my family, like dinner, and shouldn't have done it. But hey, I made it, and I didn't get stuck outside of my own driveway, which I got out of. And then I just had enough momentum as I was coming down my street. I didn't really stop. I just kind of hit my alley turn and then whipped it around. So I was drifting a little bit. So that's a lot of snow, the most that I can remember in a single storm in a long time. And we don't have stats. We're not meteorologists, but I'll just say that having lived in the area in Muscatine for the last 6 years, 13.1 inches of snow seems to be some type of record snowfall for one evening. So I hope that you're okay. If you have a snowblower or a shovel, you've probably utilized it already. Or if you have friends that have snowplows on their truck, wink, thank you. And don't be afraid to help out. Never hurts. A friend of mine told me he was doing some snow blowing this morning, heard that his neighbor and their family were under the weather. And by the way, school is canceled for everybody. I know that you're going to watch this at night unless you're live with us right now. You know this, but school is canceled for everybody. A friend of mine was snow blowing for his neighbor. So today would be the day to be a good neighbor. It would also be a good day to invest in bags of salt. That's something that I thought I had. I thought I always had like that one bag of rock salt. Turns out I was wrong, so I'll go buy a couple. I think we have rock salt here at Hy-Vee, as a matter of fact, unless it's all sold out. We'll find out. Maybe we'll send Betsy with the cart cam later to investigate. And if you do investigate and we have rock salt, I'll have you put 2 bags in the cart, and then I'll pay for those later. So that if somebody, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to just show it as a prop, and then we sell out of the stuff, and I'm left, looking like a goober. The last thing I want to mention before we get rolling, well, there's a couple things I want to mention, but today is the 26th of November. We're doing one of these bag sales or sack sales, 20% off Health Market or health and beauty items. Betsy's going to do a little Zoom action. So you come out to Hy-Vee, you grab one of these bags, fill it with your favorite. You could fill this up with kombucha. You could fill it up with vitamins. We've got about 5,000 new vitamins in the store.
We still have
and you're all set and ready to go. Boom. Look at that. 20% off Health Market and Health and Beauty sale. Today only, the 26th of November. All right. Our first guest is back with Salvation Army of Muscatine. Lieutenant Christian Lopez is here. Lieutenant, the Salvation Army is closed today.
Yes.
But you're still here.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
So what people don't know is that I told Lieutenant Lopez this as I was making my way down 8th Street. You drove past me in the big red Salvation Army van. How does that do in the snow? Does it do okay?
Sometimes. you need to be careful, and for sure you cannot drift.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, no.
That's a big vehicle.
Yes.
But I was excited because I saw you on Saturday. I was taking my kids to get a haircut, and we were in India, which was cool. And then seeing you this morning, because I had seen the Facebook post on the Salvation Army Muscatine that said we're closed, and I thought, well, I hope Lieutenant Lopez is still on the show tomorrow. And I almost messaged you, but I just figured we'll just roll the dice, and here we are. Just because and there's the Facebook post that I saw. So just because Salvation Army at 1000 South Oregon Street is closed doesn't mean that you get the day off.
Yes, we still have to put kettles up.
Yeah.
And, very excited because I know today you're going to mention we started freezing for food.
Yeah, this is it. This is a big week.
Yeah.
So, and I can use the same prop because here, watch. All I have to do is take this off, and we have the Hy-Vee bags that look just like this. They're loaded up in the store, and for $5, you can pick up bags of food, and it's full of items that the Salvation Army, that yourself and your wife have told us that you guys need for the food pantry. So, this is a big week, and I know that at this point, food pantry supplies, especially after Thanksgiving holiday, seem to come down a little bit. Is that true?
Yes, for sure. I think you were there last week, and I didn't show you the food pantry, but we're running low.
So we really need this week to be successful. Like, it has to be. And I'm almost glad, if you're going to have a giant winter storm, and there's some pictures from previous years, if you're going to have a giant winter storm, let's get it out of the way. Let's get the roads cleared up, and let's keep encouraging people to donate. Because if we go back to that picture, guys, and that's a really good one, like, that don't happen involved. Like, that's how it happens. Lieutenant Lopez, you and I know very well, like, nothing is guaranteed. And just keep it there, because I can't stress this enough. Like, the truck that's in the parking lot here at Hy-Vee, when it arrives, is totally empty.
Yes.
There's not like a secret stash of donated items in there. It's empty. So we need people, the individual, to step up to the plate and make that donation. And it's so easy to do if you think about it, right?
Yeah, for sure, and it's always an adventure, I think, every day, an adventure of faith, for staying outside, pray about it, and seeing the blessing. All the community comes together and put their part, to fill that truck.
It's fun when you see the groups that get motivated.
That's right.
Businesses. There's a Stepping Stones daycare preschool place right around the corner from Hy-Vee, and each year they'll bring some of the kids, and they walk, and you can see the kids in the strollers, and then they
holding
have
hands.
Holding hands and a bunch of donations. So it almost is at the point where we need the groups of people to get motivated. We need people like Troy, Stinky's House of Horrors, but it'll come down to that individual person making the choice to buy a $5 Hy-Vee bag, or to come into a place like Hy-Vee and put a bunch of stuff in a cart and then bring it out, or to look into your own kitchen and see if there's things that you could, spare. There's a great shot with Jim Simmons and yourself. So, Christian, on top of the Red Kettle campaign and all the work that goes into getting all the kettles situated, these next 2 weeks are even a little bit busier, but it's all for that good cause, right?
Yeah, of course, it's worth it. To be honest, I am excited, and I have some issues showing in my face. My wife always told me, you need to show that you are excited in your face. So, I'm working in that. No, but you know what is more than that. If you think about it, you said you've been here for six years, and I've been here for 5 years. And, I was talking with Pastor Andy in Calvary, and he's surprised and he's amazed to see how this freezing for food brings a lot of groups, brings a lot of friends, and we work together to make this possible, you know. And again, I think we need to put attention in that friendship, you know, that the community has. I think that's amazing. I don't know about you, but it's always be with friends than being by yourself, you know. And I think freezing for food, that's that in the community, you know. It's something very unique, because it doesn't matter what you believe, it doesn't matter who you are. You come together for one purpose, and the purpose is to help, you know. And you know, I think that compiles and gives a hug to the season that we're passing through.
Yeah, and we've been looking at some fun pictures. That last one was Brenda and Mitch, two MPW, Muscatine Power and Water employees. Yes, for sure. You know, everybody is still kind of putting things together after Thanksgiving. I know that Salvation Army was busy on Thanksgiving serving people. I just want you to, so for people to understand, with the exception of a day like today where schools are closed, the weather is bad, the Army is closed, but tomorrow, Christian, Tuesday, the doors will be open at 1000 South Oregon Street, and there will be people there that are relying on that food pantry. Are you seeing people every day that are needing food when you're open, or is the pantry available only certain days a week? I just want the folks at home to understand that there is still a big need in this community.
No, every day is open, you know, from Monday to Friday.
It's really tough for me to think about, and it's amplified around the holidays, thinking about families and individuals that are not sure what they're going to have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, let alone some type of holiday get together. It's a hard pill to swallow. So that's why I get so passionate, I think is the right word. Sometimes it's anger. It makes me angry that we have this much need in the town that I live in. And it's not an anger, and I'm not angry at the people that are in need. That's not what I mean. It kind of lights that fire inside me, and that's where I get that passion going about insisting that if you're watching us and you drive past Hy-Vee this week and you see that Hawkeye truck, there are no guarantees, right? Like, we need to get that full of non-perishable food items. And the other thing I'll stress, Lieutenant Lopez, is this Saturday, and that's where I encourage even people that are behind the scenes on this show, Ryan, Chad, and Betsy, that are here with me every day, and certainly for the folks at home, this Saturday, December 1st, when the Hawkeye truck leaves the Hy-Vee parking lot and comes back to the Salvation Army at 1000 Oregon Street, unloading the donations is one of the best days. And the amount of volunteers. Now, we've always had a decent amount of volunteers. Some years I've been nervous when I know how full the truck is.
It's always an adventure,
right?
Tony.
But I'm telling you right now, and we'll have a time exactly, you know, when the truck will be there as far as getting people down on this Saturday, and I'll let people know. But yeah, I mean, just talk about that. You have good volunteers. You certainly could always use more volunteers.
Yes, for sure.
From, you know, folks bringing food out and assisting with the unloading or the offloading on Saturday, but then also, and I want to get to some of the bell ringing in a minute, but just talk about the folks that show up and help out over the years unloading the truck. Yes,
that's a nice picture. Well, you know, one of the nice things that I've been seeing through these years is that people does do this as tradition, you know. I mean, some of the people, and you are here to witness that, some of the people are they commit themselves to be there every year, which is amazing. But, you know, also I extend as well the invitations to those ones who never experienced that, you know, or are wondering where the food is, you know, or never been in 1000 Oregon, you know, or see, I don't know, if they are curious to see the food pantry, you know, to come, and I think it's going to be around 11 a.m., right?
Yep.
And you know, to come and help, it's good, it feels good, and you know, you do something amazing for the community, those ones in need.
Just look at the pictures, y'all. I'm telling you, if you haven't, that's a snapshot of the team that it takes to successfully. Ryan, zoom in a little bit on any of those pictures, just because these people, if you're volunteering, you deserve recognition. That's
Yes,
how I feel.
for
right?
sure.
Like over the years, when people like Stinky with his friends, they bring out a couple 1,000 pounds of food. It's not about, it was never about giving publicity to the place that I used to work or Hy-Vee. It's about recognizing the individual that's making a decision to do something to serve their neighbors,
That's
to lend
right.
a hand to people that need it. And the pictures that you're looking at from over the years show you that generosity coming into play, but it's not guaranteed. And I can tell you that from 5 years of opening the doors of that truck and it's empty. And then by really the grace of God and this community and the support, come that Friday, you don't even have room to stand inside the truck anymore. But it doesn't mean that it's going to happen. We need people to understand that. I want to talk about ringing the bell. Obviously, I've been trying to, and I told people on my personal Facebook, I said, I'm going to be talking about this a lot. I want people to get signed up. Lieutenant Lopez, you know as well as I do that when you see a Salvation Army red kettle and it's empty, no donations are going to be placed into it, more than likely. So the need for bell ringers is there, and the easiest way for people to do it is just call the Army, right?
Yes, for sure. 563-263-8272, and we do it that way. That way you can work with CC or some of our volunteers, the times and the schedules, that will fit you well to ring the bell. So I think that's good.
And some people will ring the bell for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will ring it for 2 hours. Some people will ring it for 3 hours. I told you before we started, and I need to pick out a date. I'm thinking it's going to be next week, as long as Jim is okay with it. I told you that I'm going to ring the bell for 12 hours straight.
Yes.
So, and then you said, well, why don't we just make it a challenge?
That will be nice.
Have a ring off between Lieutenant Lopez and myself.
Yeah.
Which makes me feel bad because I'm going to win.
Yes.
But-
I know that. I know that.
I can't not talk smack in a joking way. Listen, I grew up, you and I have something in common, having spent some time in the Chicago area. People talk trash to each other. It's all love, though. And I would gladly call out, and I'll do it right now, and I kind of did this on Facebook, but I would love to see Muscatine Police Department take on
that will be nice.
the Sheriff's Office, the Police Department take on the Fire Department. We've got 2 kettles here at Hy-Vee, Floral side and the CBI Bank side, an opportunity to have people on either, and that's just me putting a challenge out there. But again, Lieutenant Lopez, this is about that individual picking up the phone and saying, hey, this is Betsy McDonald, and I can ring for an hour, or I can ring for 2 hours, or hey, this is Ryan Broderson, I can ring for an hour, or hey, this is Chad Yoke. I'm calling out everybody that's here. But 24. I thought about doing 24 hours. I think 12 is more practical. And then, Ryan and I have been shooting some videos, and Ty from Calvary Church has been over here, and
That's good.
whatever it takes, Lieutenant Lopez, because the goal this year is how much for the Red Kettle campaign?
$180,000.
Okay, $180,000. And when somebody when somebody walks by, Lieutenant Lopez, when somebody walks by a Red Kettle and they have, whether it's like $1 or they have change, and they make that decision, or if it's $100 or $1 million, just in case there's anybody watching that's got $1 million, and they put it into that kettle. So if I look at it this way, how much of this dollar stays in Muscatine?
Well, it stays the whole dollar.
Okay.
83% is give it back to the community, and the other percentage, 17, it stays to pay the bills and to pay the items that we need for the building.
Right.
But the state is 100%, and
It's a big
83% will be returned in different areas, like giving a meal to people. We give meals Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Sure.
To help with the food pantry, to help with some energy bills, gas bills. So we budget that dollar, and we put it in the places needed, because those $180,000 is to use for 2019.
Right.
So we really need to have that money to keep helping, and sadly, it's increasing the numbers of people who need that, and we want to be there, So it is very important, as what you said, to ring the bell, to send a check or however you want to help.
I know that there's people over the years that have put like gold coins in
Yes,
kettles.
I heard
That's
about
kind of cool. But again, if you think about it, like, you know, oh, this is cool. So this is the journey of $1. Is there audio? Yeah, I can stop yapping for a second. All right, check this out.
That's a cool video.
Isn't that awesome? The
Yes.
journey of $1. Right. And we're sitting here and Ryan Broderson just says, hey, I've got $1 and I had the dollar. So Betsy is going to show you just how easy it is. So if you would like, if you want to go straight down towards the kettle are the kettles up here yet?
Well, not yet.
Not yet. All right.
They are in my car right now.
They're in, they're waiting to be put on. All right.
Yes.
Well, when we get done talking, maybe Lieutenant Lopez will hang them up and then we'll make the donation.
Yes.
Listen, he's got to be on the show before we get the kettles hung up, everybody. But that's exciting, knowing that $1 is going to stay local and make a difference. That was such a great video because it really talked about everything that happens. You know, one of the things that towards the end it highlighted was disaster relief. And just this morning, I sent Muscatine City Councilman Oz Malcolm a text. And I invited Oz to be on the show next week because he and his wife were just in Florida.
Yes.
Helping out with disaster relief. And, you know, that's another facet of the Salvation Army. When we had the tornado a couple years ago, and so many people on the south part of town were homeless, essentially.
That's right.
And so many houses were damaged. My gosh, it was terrible. The Salvation Army was set up. You had cots available. You had meals available. And then I know you have the disaster relief vehicle that'll be out and about. So sometimes I think, I hope that people understand the services that are offered by the Salvation Army. There's a lot of them. It would almost take too much time to talk about it, but it's important for us to keep having conversations like this and for people to understand that there's programming during the summer for kids. Here's some pictures from some severe weather. That's right. I know exactly where that is.
That's
right
right here in
the
town.
Baseball field.
Yes.
You know, go back to that picture if we could just for a second, Ryan. Driving past that area now where that house is totally rebuilt and having personally been down there just a couple hours after that happened and hearing the story from the guy that was sitting, keep it right there. Yeah, zoom in on that door if you could. The guy that was in that house, he was sitting on his couch watching a movie, and all of a sudden the wall started to fall in on him.
Oh, my.
And he crawled on his hands and knees. And this gentleman, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I would say he was in his late 60s, early 70s. He crawled on his hands and knees down into his basement and leveled. That entire place pretty much leveled. It was a friend of mine's uncle, as a matter of fact. And now it's rebuilt, and you almost feel like it didn't happen. But it's important to know that when disaster strikes, Salvation Army is ready to help.
You know, let me share something very quick with you. That's why I am here serving in the Salvation Army. Because one time I was living in Minnesota, and people of the Salvation Army asked me to be a translator, you know. So we went 10 years ago, and I went with them to translate from English to Spanish. And I saw that, you know, and I born in Mexico, and you know, and I've been in several countries, and I never see that before, you know, like your faith in action, you know, and that's how I believe God spoke to my heart and say, you know what, yes, it's good to have faith, but it's better to have faith in actions, you know, and that's why I felt the call from God, you know, to do something for those ones in need, you know, and you know, nature really doesn't respect that, as what you said. If you're sitting down, if you're wealthy, if you're not, you know, it just wipe you out, you know.
Right.
And obviously, you know this, and we have several people in our advisory board who is been affected by these nature disasters.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now they are serving because the Salvation Army in that time went and gave something back, and they want to give something back, you know. So I share that story because
it's important.
because it is important to understand you know, we want to be there. We want to continue helping, you know. As what you see, there is a lot of people who are passionate to help, you know.
Yeah.
But obviously we need the tools, we need the fuel, you know, we need all those things, but we are ready to serve, you know, and I think that's what it makes difference in each community, how people come together to help and do the difference, you know.
It takes that individual, that person that's making a choice to donate food, resources, monetary donations, donating of your time. I can't stress that enough. Even if you're at, you know, one of the most inspiring moments for me was the first or second year that I was at the Salvation Army, and the truck pulls up and the volunteers are there to empty the truck. And I was talking to a guy, and he said up until that year, he had been down to the Army often relying on the food pantry. And I thought, so this is a person that totally understands the importance of collecting food for a week because they were relying on it.
That's right.
And then they're also here helping. So no matter where you find yourself, if you can give a couple minutes of your time, an hour of your time, 2 hours of your time, if you're at a place where you can donate money and feel good about it. Next week, the truck will be down the street at Krieger's looking for toy donations.
Yeah.
There's a lot of opportunities around this time of year to get connected. And we also know that there are a lot of causes that people support. And for a town the size of Muscatine, it's pretty darn impressive to know that we're able to support all these different organizations, including the Salvation Army. And Lieutenant Lopez, I'm just excited to see the truck go from being, you know, empty to full to empty to full over these next 2 weeks, and watching this great community come together. And we're looking at so many fun pictures from over the years. What I'm realizing with a lot of these pictures is that I'm old. Some of these pictures are like 4 and 5 years old. Yeah. But you know what? It's fantastic.
Hey, I heard that we get old from the heart. So I don't think we are old.
Yeah.
Because if you feel old, that means that I am old too, and that's not good. Yeah, I think we.
Yeah, this is definitely not the week to feel like we're getting old. We need to feel young and vibrant. And I'd like to give a shout out to that Carhartt jacket you saw me wearing in some of those pictures.
Yeah.
Probably the best gift I've ever received over the last 5 or 6 years. That came from my father-in-law.
Nice.
That is that coat is so warm that it makes me sweat just thinking about wearing it. And since I've lost some weight, it actually fits me a lot better. And I brought it with me today because I plan on being out at the truck for at least an hour or two today. So this is your call to action. I'm just taking a look at my notes to see if I missed anything. This is your call to action. Whether you pop into a place like Hy-Vee and get the $5 bag of pre-packaged food that is available for the Salvation Army, or you come and shop and bring it out to the truck. The Hawkeye Hauler truck in the parking lot is here for a reason. If you're an Iowa Hawkeye fan and it compels you to give, that's cool. We've got a little montage of the freezing for food that we'll show you as well. You can see it on our Facebook page. Get signed up to ring a bell. Bring out some food and join us on Saturday. And like you said, it'll be right around probably 11 a.m. This Saturday. And this is what it's all about, right? Hawk truck, check. Snowy parking lot. We've had that over the years. I've sat out there when it was colder than cold.
Yes.
Sat out there when it was kind of warm. Sat through snow and rain and freezing rain. Slipped across the parking lot a couple times over the years. But whatever it takes, got to fill that truck. And then please come and help us this Saturday, 11 a.m. Just show up 1000 South Oregon Street. You know that you'll be in the right place when you see people with the hat, the gloves on.
That's right.
And just be prepared for about 30 or 40 minutes of nonstop moving.
Yes.
That's about, we figured out we can unload that truck in about, 45 minutes maybe?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, right.
Depends of the volunteers.
Yeah, let's try and set a record this year. Let's try and empty that truck in 25 minutes. We would need about 25 or 30 more volunteers, but I think that they're out there, and if you're watching this show, And what I love is some of the pictures that you're looking at. Like we just saw Sal Lobianco, who is the general manager of Muscatine Power and Water. There's people from all walks of life that help out, and it's just great to see everybody come together. Lieutenant Christian Lopez, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Whoa, it's a busy one. And then next week, again, we'll keep talking about it. Bring those new unwrapped toys, and let's fill it up again.
Yes.
I think we can do it.
Yes, I just want to finish by thanking everyone, because I know I've been here for 5 years, and everything this is possible because of you, and as the pastor of the manager of the Salvation Army, I want to thank you for being faithful, for make dreams of a lot of people come true with a plate of food, with a toy, and we can share hours and hours to see with how many people I pray and how many people thank me, and that's what I want to share with you. Thank you to all of you. Thank you for being faithful with the mission of the Salvation Army. And just let me tell you that you are part of the Salvation Army. You are part of doing the most good.
Absolutely.
The most good in this. And thank you for the invitation, though.
Oh gosh, absolutely.
Yes, and I'm waiting for the to see how we work out the challenge.
The 12 hours. The bell. 12-hour ring-a-thon.
Yes.
Bring, bring, bring,
And
bring.
I will enjoy to lose if I lose. I will smile. Yeah.
Well, listen, the Salvation Army wins, so I hope that you bring in more donations than I do.
Yes.
And I'll just put it out there because he might be watching. I don't know, but it would be cool to have our friends at CBI Bank and Trust step up to the plate and say, Tony, Lieutenant Lopez, you guys are going to ring for 12 hours. We'll match whatever you bring in. So Bob Howard, if you're watching, B.O.B. Bob, call me. Johnny Moravik. What are they going to do? I can do it, right? What are they going to call me and say, don't call us out? No, they love it. They love it, Ryan Broderson. They're not going to be mad about it. But wouldn't that be fun to get that?
Yeah, for sure. We're going to wait for that call.
No, I'm going to reach out to him after we get done this morning. Oh, yeah, don't worry.
Cool.
I'll send an email, and I'll say, look, I think this is a good idea. And they'll either say yes or no. But, hey, we'll put them on the spot while we're at it. Right?
Yeah, and we will see, what the community goes to your side or my side. So are you
Toss up.
Are you okay with that challenge?
I'm
we
good.
that challenge?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk to Jim.
Take a break, but as far as I would just plan on.
And probably they can give us a massage in the
That's
hand
right.
because we will be
Ryan,
like, my goodness.
Line up a volunteer masseuse. and if we have any chiropractors in the house.
After 12 hours.
That's
man,
right. We're going to need it.
Yeah,
we're going to need a quick adjustment. All right, Lieutenant Christian Lopez, Salvation Army Muscatine, thank you. We're going to get the kettles hung up here in the store in just a moment, and then we're going to do a live donation with our very own Betsy. All right, let's go to CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam if we could, which is beginning to look a lot like Christmas, everybody. The countdown, if I'm not mistaken, we could, that sign is for sale. We set up a little bit of Christmas decorations in my house yesterday. We have one of those X amount of days till Christmas. So we've got, what do we have? We have 29 days till Christmas, right? Yesterday would have been 30, being that it was the 25th. Today's the 26th of November, as it says on the screen, Tony. It always says it on the screen. And that's something that I've never been able to do. Can we pull the email graphic off just for a second? I just want to talk about the fact that I cannot ice skate, ladies and gentlemen. If I put on a pair of ice skates, I would be on my back. Never in my life, never have I ever been able to ice skate. I've been good at ice falling, but not ice skating. So let's do this, Betsy, since Lieutenant Lopez is going to be hanging the kettles. I feel like we're going to have a minute or two of time. Do you want to take a hot lap by the bakery? Because in addition to today being Cyber Monday, I would encourage you to shop local at your favorite places like Hy-Vee. Betsy, in addition to it being Cyber Monday, did you know that it is also National Cake Day? You knew that? Oh, she cheated. She looked at my paper. So today is National Cake Day. And I feel like if you did any type of shoveling or salting... Oh, and Betsy, then after this, let's go and see if we've got salt. Thank you. I keep remembering stuff. Glad that I'm here, everybody. So, National Cake Day. celebrate responsibly. What I was going to say is if you did any shoveling or salting or snowplow driving or whatever, snow removal, you deserve some cake. Why not? I know that we just got through with Thanksgiving. Maybe you didn't have enough sweets over the holiday. You know what? There's been days, primarily before I started the old diet, but there's been days where I got off work and went down to the bakery and just bought a cake. And it was just because cake. So maybe today is, you know what? I'm so mad at the snow and the kids get a school day, but I don't because I'm an adult. I'm going to get a cake day. Maybe they could even write that for you. And the best part about those cakes in the bakery, they're blank. And if you're like the forgetful person that realizes, oh no, it's insert person's birthday in my house, run to the Hy-Vee bakery, grab a cake, and then say, hey, could you write happy birthday? Sorry, I forgot. Almost. And they'll do it for you. My son, my middle child, which is weird to say, Ted, he turns 4 on Friday. So he'll be 4, which is exciting. And I just got the text from my wife this morning to order some Paw Patrol cupcakes. Betsy, I bet if you go straight and then bust a left down that seasonal aisle, look on the left-hand side, there should be some salt. If not, I'm wrong. But, you know, I'm only wrong every other day. So I really have a good streak going if you think about it. As we're looking at the Toyota Muscatine Cart Cam, and we'll keep it there, I just want to recognize the men and women that are driving plow trucks for places like the city of Muscatine or the city that you live in, and, of course, the county snowplow truck drivers. Say that 3 times fast. These folks have been out in the conditions, a lot of them not going to sleep just yet because they got to make sure that the roadways are clear. With that rain that we had yesterday, made it a heavy snow. I don't like using the phrase heart attack snow, but certainly the media does. And if you do have any health issues, be careful. It is heavy. I can confirm that. From the little bit of shoveling that I did this morning, I did mention that a friend of mine helped me out dropping the old plow blade in the driveway, which is nice. But a lot of us aren't that fortunate. And I do have a snowblower, for the record. But let the record also state that snowblower, it probably would have started. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I had it ready, even though we kind of knew the snow was coming. I didn't. I'm also the same dummy that drove in this yesterday. So don't hold a lot of stock in your friend Tony and the weather, because I don't want to say I'm going to lead you in the wrong direction. Betsy just parking the Toyota Muscatine Car Cam, probably at this moment asking Brent, do you have any salt? And Brent saying, yes, it's in insert aisle. See, Tony was wrong. Now, over the past couple of years, mainly last year, the salt was right where Betsy was. It was like left-hand side, some 25-pound bags available. And I know that because I had bought several bags of salt. So we'll see if it's in a different location. Maybe it's at the front of the store. Or maybe we just don't have any salt. Betsy appears to be heading back towards the set. We'll find out, okay? And we will also make those dollar donations into the Salvation Army kettles in just a few. Okay, so we recognize everybody that's plowing, everybody that, you know, was maybe driving a tow truck and pulling stuck vehicles out from ditches and different roadways. No salt? We're out. Oh, great. What am I going to do, Betsy? I'm just going to have to get some table salt. Huh? Kitty litter? I mean, for traction if you need to. Some people will use sand. I don't want to do that. I don't want to attract any cats to my driveway. I don't want to do that. What did you say? A hairdryer in my car? I just wish that, you know, there's some people watching this that have a heated driveway, y'all. How cool is a heated driveway? Like, if you're watching this at some point and you have a heated driveway, can you just tell us how awesome it is? Is there like a switch you flip and it's just, it melts, and then all that water just runs into your neighbor's yard or wherever? I don't know where it goes. I do not have a heated driveway. But I'll tell you this, if I could ever afford to have a heated driveway, I'd probably have a heated bathroom floor first. And then second, heated driveway. All right. That's what it looks like, right? That's what it looks like underneath a heated driveway. Brian Broderson for the win. That's at the Broderson Estate, everybody, where they have heated driveways, heated bathroom floors, and heated toilet seats. Let the record state. All right, a couple things to mention, and then let's keep an eye on the kettles coming in so we can make that donation. Betsy keeping those dollar bills in her sock. Great. Now it's sock money, everybody. I want to mention the Make My Monday again, that health market deal today only. If you do watch this later, or if you're watching it this evening on MPW, you can still get out here, grab a paper bag, fill it up, 20% off health market and health and beauty care items. Today, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant. Are you sure? Save 20%. I think we're all sure here on the set of Hy-Vee today, which is good. Planning ahead for Christmas. Yes, if you need to get a order in, your Muscatine Hy-Vee meat department can help. And Mike Church will be here on Friday around 9 a.m. That is perfect, Ryan Broderson. Look at that. Holiday ham, turkey, prime rib, crown roast, crab legs, and more. Let's get you taken care of for the holiday season where the meat is good. Betsy wearing a sweatshirt today that says, "Don't hate on my Christmas music." I will say this. As we were setting up the tree and the other stuff at my house yesterday, listening to a little Frank Sinatra Christmas on Apple Music on my phone. And I also have a record player, and we have, I don't want to brag, Perry Como Christmas and Tony Bennett Christmas albums, everybody. So I'll invite you to the party. Just bring the eggnog, all right? And don't forget, seriously, the meat department, they can get you taken care of. There's a good shot of the meat department here at Hy-Vee. From choice to prime products, there's Mike Church. We'll talk to Mike, as I said, Friday morning right here around 9 a.m. on Hy-Vee today with yours truly. So we look ahead to later this week. Starting on Thursday, we've got a pretty fun BOGO, buy one, get one sale in the bakery here at Hy-Vee. Thanks to Jake Hardman and his crew for putting this together. Some buy one, get one free items. You can see this on the back page of the Voice of Muscatine newspaper. From puffed cinnamon Krispies to cinnamon rolls, breakfast bar, coffee cake, or hamburger buns. Buy one, get one. Buy one, get one. You can see it right there. I think this ad looks great. Shout out to our designer, Jessica, because she's awesome. I send her an email and I get this back. I'm like, you are really good, young lady. You're great at it. Don't forget your holiday pie order. Get that taken care of so you're not scrambling last minute. From pumpkin to French silk, lemon meringue, chocolate cream. I'm not going to lie to you. I had a bad day on Thanksgiving. I did not stick to any kind of diet, but I did try and have moderate portions, and and I'm getting back to fighting weight, everybody. Let's go back to that for just a second. The Crown Royal embroidery event is this Friday. I can't believe it's this Friday, 5 till 7. Get a bottle of Crown for $23.99 and get it embroidered for free, 5 till 7 this Friday. And then next to that is the floral wreath making class this Saturday from 10 till noon. $20 a person. Stop by the floral shop, get signed up, talk to Catherine, Amber, and the crew. Shout out to Nancy as well, and have fun doing that. Ryan Broderson, I wonder if we cruise back over to the Crown Royal portion of that advertisement, and then maybe we show folks what these finished products look like. We do have a picture of the official Tony Tone Crown Royal bag. And I'm telling you, if there is someone on your list that is hard to shop for, this is a fun gift. Because yes, the Crown Royal insert flavor, or just original or regular. Is it called original? They're good to mix with, of course, but the Crown Royal bag itself, having your name embroidered on it, is pretty darn cool. So check that out this Friday. Boom. 5 till 7, Crown Royal embroidery event. And if you want to get someone their own Tony Tone Crown Royal bag, you could have it say Ryan Broders. I mean, it can fit a decent amount of characters on it. It'd be fun if they could, like, stitch some characters on there. But for now, they can just do names. So that's this Friday, November 30th from 5 till 7 p.m. Are the kettles up there? Can you see? All right, let's go back. It is. It's back, everybody. So this is how easy it is to start that journey of $1 that we talk about for the Salvation Army of Muscatine, and the fact that 100% of $1 or $5 or $10, there's Rita. Hello, Rita. Hello, Rita. Whether you put $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, $30, $35, $40, $500 into a kettle, or just $1 or some change, It'll all help, Rita. It all makes a difference. There's Mel in the produce department. So here we go. The journey of $1 starts with you going up to a Salvation Army kettle and making that donation. I feel like that is that Tim? That looks like Tim Scott, everybody. Here's Betsy making that $2 donation. Thanks to Ryan Broderson for contributing $1. Boom, right in the kettle. She tapped it for good luck. And that is the journey of $1. That is definitely Tim standing right there. All right, so Ryan, I wonder if we wrap up, if we could leave folks with that collage of freezing for food. I also want to say thanks to, and we'll do the job board, thanks to Skylar, Sue, Judy, Megan, Emily, Trisha, and everybody that's been with us live on Facebook that I can see. This show is on Muscatine Power and Water, Channel 5, weeknights at 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. And if you or someone you know is looking for a job, team staffing, Lake Park. I was just near team staffing. I was across the street from team staffing on Saturday after I got my boys. My boys got their haircut. My 3.5-year-old, soon to be 4-year-old, last time he got a haircut, I had to hold him. Saturday, he sat by himself. He looks fantastic. With a haircut, he looks like an older kid. Mary has opportunities for you seeking candidates, first shift assembly, first shift machinery, second shift material attendant, third shift painter. Call Mary at 563-316-7634 or visit Team Staffing on Lake Park Boulevard across from Happy Joe's, soon to be Cranky Tony's. Mary also has a marketing intern opportunity. If you or someone you know is interested, again, even if you watch this and you think, Tony, I have a job, well, odds are someone you know is looking. Point them to Team Staffing, 563-316-7634, or tell them to go to teamssi.com. And last but not least, Jenny, we got your number, 563-316-7635, forklift openings, $14.28 an hour. Give Jenny a call at Team Staffing Solutions here in the Pearl City. Is the holiday train this weekend? Is that when that's happening? Really cool deal. The holiday train is really exciting to have it roll back through Muscatine, albeit for a short time. I know Mayor Diana Broderson will be down there. The Salvation Army will be there with hot chocolate, and it's a really awesome event. So that is this Sunday. December 2nd is this Sunday. Holy moly, Christmas is coming. Hey, Vance. Giving a shout out to Vance in the meat department. All right. Thank you for watching Hy-Vee today. It is good to be back. It was great to have a couple days off as well, if I can just say that. It was nice to take it easy and see the family, and I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. And I encourage you, as we leave you with the collage of freezing for food, I encourage you to take action this week. And if you're able to, stop by places like your Muscatine Hy-Vee. We'll have those $5 pre-packaged bags ready to go. If you buy one of them or if you buy 100 of them, wouldn't that be exciting? Let's fill the truck, that Hawkeye hauler, and a big thank you to Tantera Transportation Corporation for the use of the Hawkeye hauler. You know, when Iowa Hawkeye football goes to a bowl game or they go out of town to play football, Tantera Transportation transports the Hawkeyes. And it's a pretty cool deal to have them located here in Muscatine and to have those Hawkeye hauler trucks go to sometimes as far as Florida and San Diego for all these different bowl games, California, Rose Bowl a couple years ago. So shout out to Tantera Transportation Corporation, the Riggin crew and everybody there for the use of the truck. We need to fill it up. And then even better than that, on Saturday, December 1st at 11 a.m., be at the Salvation Army, 1000 South Oregon Street, and help us unload that truck. Here is a look at a collage for freezing for food. It is starting right now in the parking lot. Thank you for watching Hy-Vee today. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust, Toyota, Muscatine, and Team Staffing. I'm going to leave you with that on the screen because I want you to step up to the plate and help out the Salvation Army, who are always doing the most good. Hy-Vee today, gmail.com. If you need me, that's Tony Tone signing off. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.